Is this free? Is it going? Yeah, it's going. Hey friends, how are you doing? So I like to look at my life like it's an investment, which in many ways it is, monetarily, but more like emotions and big picture stuff. I look at it like it's an investment. Because for all intents and purposes, I'm not really having much fun in my life right now, which seems contradictory to most people's early 20s, but for my early 20s, I'm kind of just working. It's just kind of the way it is, and it's not always the most fun thing, and it's not something that I enjoy very often. In fact, it tires me out a lot. I'm a very tired person in a lot of ways. But there are times when I get to make a withdrawal in a way, and it all makes sense. Right, because I work very hard. I do a lot of things that are not so bueno. When I am at work, I do a lot of stuff, make a lot of stuff, and it's all good, and it's all really great stuff, and I have a routine. I have a very solid, set routine of my life currently, but it's not really what I want right now, but that's okay. Right, like a week ago, I was driving back from Toronto. I was up there for Buffer Festival, and you know, I go to like 3 or 4 of these YouTube events every year, and every single time there's at least one moment throughout the experience when I'm there when I'm just kind of hit in the face and just sit there and I'm like, wow, everything makes sense. You know, I'm okay with this. Right, I have this moment now to draw on in the future when I am getting burned out, when I am kind of sad or whatever. I can say, no wait, in this moment right here, everything made sense. I had a moment when we were at a party up in Canada. It was like 2 in the morning, and I get tired. I'm like such a lame individual. Like once it gets past like 1:32, I'm like, all right, let's wind down here. But it was like 2 in the morning, and I was over dancing. I kind of went all out and stuff, and I was done. I was done for the night. And luckily there were couches in the place where we were, and I sat and just kind of watched it all, and it was like such a nice moment because I saw some of my best friends in the world that I never get to see. I saw some people I look up to so much, people who I met and talked to, and I just felt so good. You know, I felt so happy in that moment. I said, I'm here. This is where I want to be. Not necessarily that location, but like with these people, with these kinds of people, that's where I want to be. And in that moment, I was okay with where I am. Incredibly okay with where I am. I said, you know, I don't get to experience this all the time. I would like to. I'm working to get to that point, but I don't get to experience this all the time. So I might as well just enjoy the crap out of it right now while I have it. And it felt really incredibly good. And I feel like that's true of a lot of us. I think maybe 100% of people are not exactly where they want to be. Because if you're exactly where you want to be, then what's the point of trying anymore? Once you get to that place, then you're done, and there's really nothing to work for. But if you're working for something, if you're hungry for something, if you're really going for it, and you're putting a lot of effort in, it is so important to have those moments, and to let yourself enjoy those moments. I remember, like VidCon 2013, I was like really stressed out going into the weekend, and I was there, and I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really have a good time. Well, I mean, I had fun, but I didn't really have a great time while I was there, and I've kind of taken a new approach, and this is true when it comes to people as well. I always make sure I'm ready for them, and I'm ready for people. I'm putting the work in now, and I am doing pretty much whatever I can at this moment, and when these awesome things happen around me, I'm ready for them, and I'm ready to get the full experience out of them, you know? And yeah, I just feel really good about stuff and about people, and it's something that I'm really appreciative of, that I have moments like that, because not everyone has moments that they can say, in this moment everything made sense to me, but I have a few of them. I talked to a few people, and you know, I was uplifted by some people who I really look up to, and it's something that is really special to me because I do put a lot of work in. I just don't really reap the benefits of that hard work very often, but it's important to. You know, you gotta treat yourself, especially because, you know, it's Halloween, trick or treat or something. I don't know. I'm being funny, but yeah, you really do have to reward yourself every once in a while, because if you're just, you know, nose to the grindstone, just going for it, working really hard, and you don't get a chance to take a step back and say, this is why I'm working so hard, well then really what's the point? You know, yes, there's an end goal, yes, there's a finish line that you're working towards, but checkpoints are good, milestones are good to say, hey look, I've gotten this far and I'm doing really well. And I think that's really important. It's super important for me, definitely. But yeah, I don't know what this video is specifically about, but I just wanted to talk about that because I know a lot of people out there are putting in a lot of work into a lot of different things. And I'm just trying to remind you that, you know, sometimes it's okay to take a step back, look at it all, and be freaking proud of yourself. Because when you work hard, you should be proud of yourself. Because there's a lot of reasons to not work hard. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. That's pretty much all this is about. Yeah, as always, I'm Connor Manning. You just become a little more awesome, and I'll see you guys on Friday. I'm kind of like low-key goth right now in this all-black attire. I'm kind of into it, to be honest. This might be a thing for me now. My darkness is showing. I'm not kidding anyone. I'm such a bubbly piece of poo that it's like I can't pull off low-key goth.